handle. Come on in. This week I'm giving you messages from the beginning of April to mid-April-ish, 2025. Come on in. Yeah, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For those of you who are not sure what that means, hey Google, hey Alexa, what is my sun sign? What is my rising sign? What's my Venus sign? And then from there, you can watch those videos. You know, you might have Gemini in your chart, but you might have Scorpio, Aries, and Cancer placements, you know. That way you can get a bigger and broader picture of things that are going on around you. Yeah. So come on in, grab your Scooby snacks, grab your favorite blanket, or if you have projects going on in the background, excuse me, just turn me up so you can hear me in the background is all. Okay. So let's get down. I hope everybody's having a nice day. It's raining yet again here in New Hampshire. Yeah, I'm feeling like a duck here. We're going into April showers, and everything is just so wet and muddy and yucky and cold, and you know, so trying to get through to the warmer and brighter days ahead. Yeah. All right. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends of Geminis who might have passed over, and the higher galactic beings that might be overseeing this act of divination after all. Please come in and give us a message for their best and highest good in a way that we can all understand. Please and thank you. Show me what I need to see. Don't forget to flip-flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit, right? Just don't force it. Something about real estate, Gemini. Real estate, your home, a new home, a business, property, something about that. Show me what I need to see. Okay. Ooh. Well, we got ravens and crows right there. Messengers for sure. That's really what comes down to them. They could be harbingers of news as well. Charm. Something about charming someone, or possibly a literal charm bracelet or something. We're going to find out. Charm could be, you know, if someone's charmed, they could be under a spell, you know. We're going to find out here. Something about news and real estate, about real estate maybe. Yes, good. This is looking good. Let's see where it's going. What's going on in this crazy thing called life? Shaman, priest, guru, or mentor. This is your hope, challenge, fear, and homework. Gemini. Someone that lights the light. Someone that gives advice, sage advice, you know. Surprise! I like it. Yay, Gemini. All right, something's in the ethers. I like it. All right, a few more cards for the vibe, and then we can get into my tarot. Hello to everybody peeking in and out. Hello. One more. Whoa. That one, and then these two are going back. Wow, that kind of flew out. So I have late bloomer, age group, or excuse me, age gap, or immature attitude, out of sync, needs more time. I feel like somebody may be coming into news or information now. Maybe they're just realizing something now, and it's like late or something. They're a late bloomer to come into something. I don't know. You can take it as you feel too. I want you to use your intuition. You know, that's what this stuff is all about. Roving eyes, keeping possibilities open, obvious flirt, disrespectful. Yeah, the disrespect on this planet is real, and it's freaking ridiculous. It pisses me off. Nobody respects anybody, and they don't even know the true meaning of the word anymore. You know? True respect, but we need to respect ourselves to respect others as well. Tangled web, convoluted, justifications caught up, entranced. Yeah, oh, the web we weave. someone, I don't know, but there's some good news here I'm feeling. So we're going to see where we're going with this. I guess I'll use my Oz and Wonderland deck here. Show me what I need to see. What about real estate and ravens and crows? What about that, Spirit? Okay. Well, yeah, there's a few cards here. We got the moon. Yeah, under real estate, there's some kind of deception or something hidden about real estate here. We're going to leave this right there. You can see it. Going away from troubled waters. I like it. Getting out of the storms. Messages coming in. Yeah, incoming. I love it. The Emperor. Charm. This is about power and control, right? This is about bossing up as well, I'm feeling. But somebody's under a spell. This Emperor, this possible control freak, I guess. I don't know if I want to say that, but type energy. Seven of Swords down, priest, shaman, mentor, guru. Yeah, the hard part is no manipulation, no more lying, the web. I feel like, I kind of feel like these illusions are coming out or are out, or some of them are. But here it's saying some things are still hidden. So we're going to see what that means. The world down, to me feels like, with this tangled web and the disrespect and all, things are not in completion. People are still learning lessons. This could be bad karma, bad judgment, whatever that is, and then surprise right over that. So we're gonna find out. I like the surprise part. Yeah, nostalgia. Look at the sun shining brightly in the middle here of these lobsters or crawfish or whatever. This is nostalgia. Remember when, right? There's a sun there. That's a good omen in that card. But however, the moon here with the secrets and hidden, and people might be in a dream state, some sort of an illusion. This emperor. The emperor is watching you get out of troubled waters. Look at how he's looking right at him. He's looking. He's watching you having things happen. There's messages coming. He's watching. All right. Eight of Cups down. Death card. Dead center in the reading. Justice is here. Show me what I need to see. Dealing with the storms, getting out of the storms. Look at how dual energy kind of thing that is, right? Ravens and crows right over this. When there's storms, the ravens and crows, before the storm, they might gather and give you signs or what, and then all of a sudden it's like they go and take cover, and it's like the calm before the storm. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but I'm kind of feeling that something is over here. I think everyone on the planet right now is under the death card energy in some sort of way anyway. It's just the times that we're in. But this is really speaking of rising above. It's about the rebirth of what is ending. Maybe the control or the spells or the disrespect. It's ending for you. Justice is here, right? It's making it fair. And what's fair is fair. Depending on what side of the scales you're on, is how you're going to feel about it, right? Or whoever, right? This is the hard part, challenge and homework. Seeking a mentor and getting sage advice over these manipulating behaviors and gaslighting, possibly, yeah. High Priestess. What a beautiful card that is. Surprise. I feel like a lot of you, Gemini, are in this energy, male or female. Intuitive, knowing. There's knowledge here. connectedness. Some of you could be very high ranking and could be tarot readers yourselves or psychic mediums or no one, right? This is really beautiful. I love this. I love the energy I just pulled out of this. But here, things are not completed. So maybe you're going to be using your knowledge here or your psychic powers or whatever that is and making the closure, making it right, learning the lessons, or maybe you're being the mentor in someone's life. That could be as well. Yeah. With this person who lies a lot. Probably a pathological liar, I get out of this card. Not everybody, I realize that. But whoever this is representing, this person feel they could be, intellectually, smart. They could come off as very fair, but I'm feeling like a shade there, something that's bugging you. There's some energy that you feel maybe that is actually bugging you about this or causing this. Okay. It's so weird how these messages come out sometimes. Show me what I need to see. Knight of Cups reversed, the Hierophant reversed. Well, the Hierophant, if it was upright, would be the High Priestess's counterpart. But here it's reversed. So this is like divorce, separation, bad counsel possibly. And then here with Guru and Mentor, I feel like someone's connected and someone's not. Someone's very blocked here, very unapologetic, maybe not emotionally fulfilled. Unfortunately, there's messages coming in the next few weeks about this, getting out of the storms, dealing with the storms. Whatever that means to you. Yeah. And there's head games right there. That's the hard part. See, but justice is here. We're not allowed to do this anymore. The head game, we can see through it. We know this, I feel, right? These are just very immature behaviors. It's very battling, battle of the wits, maybe. Competition. It's just chaos and nonsense. Look at all the stuff, the chaos of it all. Stupid. It's just petty games. It doesn't even really mean anything anymore. It's just, I feel like it's redundant. Justice is here. And they refuse to change. Ugh. Or it's hard to change for them. Or they I don't know, I feel refusal. This is the metamorphosis card. They're refusing the metamorphosis of it all. Right? This is the number 24. There's actually 25 major arcana in this deck. It's different than others. So this is signifying, but see, here's the High Priestess right in the middle of these cards. Surprise. I like it. Yeah, this person's very arrogant, very self-centered, probably, maybe, disrespectful, rude, crude, depends on all of you. I think you get my drift. All right, I'm going to switch decks here. I'm going to use my Wild Unknown. And see, look for synchronicities, validation, clarification. Yeah, about the happy home. Real estate is right over this with the deception. Look at that. Gemini. I feel like you know about it, or a lot of you do, or you're coming into this kind of awakening of it. Anywho, but I think a lot of you have known for a while. Yeah, the truth, clarity. The truth sometimes is like wicked. Look at that lightning bolt. It's a double-edged sword. I don't feel like there's any winners here, even though there's a lot of competition, but these messages may be going back and forth even. I do feel like there's some good news for you coming in, though. However, but there it is, rock bottom, ruin, disaster. Look at how many times that poor animal has been stabbed. It's like fucking overkill, man. You know, that poor thing. Yeah, and the emperor isn't even looking at it. He's ignoring the pain, you know? He or she, the metamorphosis of it, the self-reflection, the whatever, trying to control things. I feel like someone is in control, bossing up, and one is out of control. Kind of energy. I hate to say it. Showing. Four of Swords, Five of Cups down. Mentor, guru, priest, shaman. Surprise. Yeah, getting over the pain and the regret. I think the High Priestess here, whoever this is, um, could very well be doing some healing and reflection and trying to let it go and heal from it, because Four of Swords basically is recovery, healing, taking a time out, processing things, you know, mentally, so, you know, correctly, you know, so we can, you know, and the Lamb with the third eye, you know. And then we had the High Priestess. A lot of you know, man. Yeah, second Five of Wands card. This one's reversed. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. This is not dealing with the head games. It's gone on for too long. Something about real estate here. Don't want to put into the, you know, one person's dealing with the drama and saga and not putting in the time, effort, and, you know, energy into healing or whatever. And the other could be, or just tired of trying, you know, that could go a few ways there with you guys, but there's clarity. I feel epiphany type energies for some of you getting out of these storms, you know, because this is technically Phoenix rising from the ashes type energies. Wow. All right. Some of Wands, a little spunk, a little chutzpah, you know, in German, you know, someone that has some balls, so to say, has chutzpah. Well, I feel like somebody has some chutzpah and they're rising out of the ashes. There they go. It's been a difficult journey for some of you. I like it. And this is about news and communication. Something's charming. So you're going to like this. I know. And then here's the manipulation, the sly fox. Look at him peeking like he's so slick or shady or sneaky. Yeah, I don't think so. Justice is here, and what's fair is fair, mother effers. MFers. You know, healing is here. It's happening. It's hard. It's difficult, you know. A lot of this is painful, but it's like it must happen. I think this is why we're all under this death card energy on this planet. It's a must happen in everybody's lives, one way or another, however it plays for them. You know, breaking chains, knowing better. I like it. Surprise. The High Priestess is in the house and rising from the ashes in a big way. Male or female? I don't care. I like that energy. Feeling a drive, a new thirst for life, maybe kind of energy. Yeah, you're over it. You're over this King of Swords here, you know? But this is the you're not taking me down energy as well. And I like it. And real estate is right over it. Strong and strength, you know, crying it out and kicking it out, screaming and taking accountability if, when, and where needed in our own lives and work on our inner selves, right? So we can feel better and grow and just, move on. Yeah, very protective over whatever is emotionally meant here, whatever you love, your feelings, your fulfillment, your happiness, your joy. And then here, somebody's very unapologetic. They're like very unempathetic. They don't care. They're not sorry. And somebody is finally just coming into this, you know, all this disrespect. It's like I feel the high priestess saying, respect this. Yeah, respect that, MF. Right on. Yeah, it's not about winners, unfortunately. It's not. This is a victory card, however, even though it's reversed, but it's not about the winners. It's about, you know, it's really the point. There could be divorce and separations involved here. Things could be over for some of you. It is painful. Going through the motions, though, of rising from the ashes. If I was going to name a reading this month, that would be your name. Rising from the ashes, man. And in a big way. Yeah, it's over. The painful is over. Could be 3 people involved. It doesn't have to be, but there's a group of them. It's over. The pain in the past is looming. It's just now it's ending and being left in the past. Once we move, we don't stay in that muck, right? We finally move on. There is a point, believe it or not, going through the death card energies where you finally get to a point where you can put it behind you and rise from the actions and begin again. You know what I mean? And there it is, the happy, safe home. I like it. This is ending really, really well for you. Surprise. I feel like could be, you know, legacy here. You have the 10 cups and 10 of pentacles, each corner. People are refusing to change, but I think the high priestess being in town now, yeah, you're making your own legacy. You're, this could be about wills and inheritances and money on the table for some of you, right? You have the world in your hands. Know that. I feel like you're making plans. You're looking out on the horizon and you're like, where is my place in this world? Where am I going to, put down these roots? And get secure in the ground. I really like that energy, how these messages are coming out this month, not just for you, but for a lot of other readings as well. The Dragon's Duel came out. It's number 23 for those of you who care. The inner conflict, morality, and the conscious choice is being highlighted here. Hi, everybody. Tapping in and out. Good to see you. Hold on, and I'm going to read this to you. I love all the trivia hidden in these messages, so check it out. The Dragon's Duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It's both ally and challenger all at once, as it represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may call you to change direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul that's leading you. There are always choices in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. If you're torn between 2 dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions, deliberately feed the other And the duel will be won in your favor. There's a lot to be said in that right there, I feel, for a lot of you. Which fire are you going to feed? 9 of clubs, number 26. The park foretells a new love when near. And there are definitely fake friends around you, however. But it foretells new love, new friendships, maybe, new opportunities or experiences. I like it. I like it. I'll take a couple more of these, please. There's one, there's two. Okay. Ace of clubs, King of hearts. The roads turn to the dark clouds foretells misadventures, but far from the person, the evil consequences may be averted. Yeah, which fire are you going to feed? You know, are you going to feed the fire that makes you happy? Or are you going to keep putting into, you know, the shit? Number 24, King of Hearts. Hand in hand indicates confiding disposition. Favor will be found with superiors. Financial success is indicated. I like it. Out of this, I really do. This is really cool for you, Gemini. I know that. Don't be afraid to rewind this if you missed a few parts of it, because I feel like for someone out there, it could be very significant. Those are your messages this week. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. Thanks so much for watching. Peace in. I will see you soon.